Hello friends, this is Durga from IT University. We are glad to announce that we will be running programs in recurring fashion going forward. You can look at the description and sign up for our upcoming programs. That being said, before you even express interest to take our programs, we would highly recommend you to go to the prerequisites from the system perspective to take these programs. Here I'll be covering two aspects. One, your system configuration. Two, the internet speed. Most of the people, especially from India, try to take the programs using hotspot. We would highly recommend to not to do so. Make sure you are on Wi-Fi, and also the internet speed should be at least 10 Mbps, which means it has to be either 10 Mbps or greater than that, not less than that. Now, let me also explain how to check the internet speed so that you are aware of the internet speed on your computer. Here I'm opening the browser. You can use either Internet Explorer or Chrome or any browser which is your favorite. Once you open the browser, there are two websites using which you should be able to check the internet speed. One is speedtest.net, second one is fast.net or fast.com. I do not remember. We will figure it out. That being said, you can actually say speedtest.net, speedtest single word, and then .net. You can also see the spelling here as well as in the address bar. Now you should be able to click on go and it will show you the internet speed. At this time, I am recording this video using a virtual machine from Microsoft Azure, which is nothing but a cloud platform. You can see that the internet speed is almost 1 gigabytes. But if you actually check your internet speed, it might be around 10 Mbps or 20 Mbps or whatever it is, depending upon your internet speed. That being said, speedtest.net is one of the reliable website where you can check the internet speed. Another one is fast.io or fast.com. I do not remember. Let's figure it out. Let me delete this, or let me add a new tab here. My system is behaving a bit slow for some reason, but that's fine. We can say fast.com, I guess. Yeah, fast.com is also a website for internet speed. You can see the internet speed here, and this is from Netflix. Speedtest.net is from Ookla. It has some ads. Fast.com is actually from Netflix, and it doesn't have any ads. So either using speedtest.net or fast.com, you should be able to check the internet speed. Make sure you have decent internet speed before you take up this course. If the internet speed is low, I would highly recommend you to upgrade your internet and then start taking these courses. That being said, on top of internet speed, another important aspect is your system configuration. What is a system configuration? Any computer, the core components are nothing but memory, CPU, storage, and then internet. I have already covered internet. When it comes to memory, it should be as high as possible. When it comes to CPU, it should be as powerful as possible. When it comes to storage, you should have at least 32 GB of storage or at least 15% of free storage depending upon size of your hard drive. Now let's understand how to get the information of these three: memory, CPU, and storage. First, I will start with storage. You can actually click on this. This is called as File Explorer. It will open the File Explorer. You can see the File Explorer is opened. Then you can click on this PC. You should be able to see the storage here. If you have 1 terabyte of storage, as long as you have more than 100 GB, it is fine. If you have less amount of storage, in this case, I have only 128 GB, at least there should be 15% free storage. Otherwise, the system will start running very slow. So in this case, I should have at least 20 GB free. Then it will be effective for me to take any of our programs, because the system will not be spending too much of time to figure out the storage for temporary files or whatever you're doing on your computer to get access to right amount of storage. If the storage is less than 256 GB, I would highly recommend you to have at least 15% of free storage. Anything above 256 GB, you can actually think about 5% or 10% of free storage. Okay, if you have 1 terabyte of storage, make sure you have at least 100 to 150 GB free storage, then you are good to go. Now comes the other two, memory and CPU. How to get that information? You just have to right click on this PC, then click on properties. You should be able to see the details about memory here, and then CPU here. My CPU is Intel Xeon Platinum, 2.6 gigahertz and 2.1 gigahertz. I don't know what it actually means. Uh, uh, Typically, most of the modern laptops are either dual core or quad core. Dual core is required if you have an outdated laptop or system, desktop, and if you do not have dual core, you will not be able to take this course. Your system will be pathetically slow and you will be demotivated very soon, and we don't recommend you to take the course. Dual core is required, but we recommend to get quad core, which means you will have capacity of 4 CPUs, or it will actually simulate as if you have 4 CPUs. When you have more than 2 CPUs, then you will be able to run multiple programs at once in your computer, and the productivity will be quite high. So make sure you have at least 2 GB, not 2 GB actually. Make sure you have at least 2 cores or dual core, but highly desired is quad core. And then when it comes to memory, my memory is 16 GB. You might have 4 GB or 8 GB. Make sure you have at least 4 GB, but 8 GB is highly desired. If you have 4 GB memory and if you have quad core, which is highly unlikely, we would highly recommend you to upgrade your laptop from 4 GB to 8 GB or 16 GB, depending upon the capacity of your computer. Whatever is the maximum amount of CPU and storage you can upgrade, you please upgrade. Upgrading CPU is a bit complex and also costly, but upgrading memory is pretty straightforward. If your CPU is compatible with 8 GB, upgrade it to 8 GB. If your CPU is compatible with 16 GB, upgrade it to 16 GB by investing money. You will be a lot more productive with that higher configuration. So the minimum configuration is 4 GB with a dual core, but the highly recommended configuration is minimum 8 GB with quad core. On top of these things, some outdated systems might have 32-bit operating system. We don't recommend you to take this course if you have 32-bit operating system. You need to have 64-bit operating system. So CPU at least dual core, highly recommended is quad core. Memory at least 4 GB, highly recommended is 8 GB. You need to have 64-bit operating system. You should be using Wi-Fi with at least 10 Mbps speed. Then only you will be able to take these courses. If you don't have any of these things, don't sign up to our programs. It will be counterproductive for both you as well as us. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you like the content, please click on the like button. If you want to share with your friends, feel free to share with your friends. If you want to subscribe our channel, or if you want to get the videos when we publish onto your mailbox, please subscribe and click on the notification icon. Then whenever we publish a video, it will be there as part of your mailbox. And also, if you are interested to take any of our programs, feel free to look at the description. You have a link for a form. You can sign up for any of the batches we are going to start in next 6 months. That being said, thank you and stay tuned for more content on our channel.